Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about why the ESTP is awesome. And now I know what you're thinking already. Duh, the ESTP is awesome. Well, we all know that the ESTP is awesome, but what I want to do is break it down and explain why it is that the ESTP is awesome. And so what I'd like to do is break down the cognitive functions in a sort of Myers-Briggs Jungian definition of what an ESTP is. So, sure, there's the letters ESTP, but what does that mean? Well, it means that your first function is extroverted sensing, your second or auxiliary function is introverted thinking, your third function or tertiary function is extroverted feeling, and your fourth or inferior function is introverted intuition. So let's kind of break down what this means as an ESTP. Well, first and foremost, extroverted sensing is a pretty great skill to have. As an extroverted sensor, you are hyper aware of what's going on around you, what the people are doing, what movement is going on, what changes are happening around you. You're very aware of that. You're also very good at asserting yourself and putting yourself out there and just doing. You're like known for just doing things. It's one of your greatest skills, honestly, because someone like me, I have struggles actually getting up and doing things. You guys never have that problem. If anything, your problem is that you do things a little too easily, too much. So extroverted sensing is also called forces or straight, like it's just, you just think of somebody who's very willful, very able to do things, very quick to respond, reactive a little bit. And these are the kind of people that in middle management really succeed. You often get known as the stereotype of the entrepreneur, which makes a lot of sense. Like, my boss is an ESTP and he's a classic example of one. He's very good at coming up with short-term plans that will have a lot of gain. He does think about the future because he does have introverted intuition, which is that big picture thinker. However, it plays a small role. He doesn't pay as much attention to that because he knows reality is right here and right now. And because of that, he's really great at reacting on the fly to situations that just kind of pop up. And that's one of the greatest strengths of an ESTP, is you can react to those crazy things that happen in the moment. You're going to be the first one to step up and be like, all right, this is what we're doing. So in a zombie apocalypse, the ESTP is the one that I would want with me, because I know that they would be able to protect me against the zombies. They would know how to act quickly. There are a lot of flies right now, and I think some might be mosquitoes, so I'm getting bug bitten for you ESTPs. I hope you know that. So next you have your introverted thinking. Your introverted thinking is what allows you to kind of figure out how everything works, the intricacies of different logical points of view. And so with that extroverted sensing that's very like, let's do this, what's going on right now, your introverted logic, your introverted thinking is like, okay, what's the next course of action? How are we going to do this most effectively? What we can do? It's just, you're logical. And because of that, you kind of put to side your feelings. You're not easily swayed by somebody trying to affect your feelings, because honestly, you don't pay a whole lot of attention to that. I am definitely getting bitten by mosquitoes. I will just remind you that. So when I come out of here with 20 bug bites, I'm blaming you ESTPs, but it's okay. You're still awesome, but you are the cause for these bug bites. So, and courtesy of the background noise, my boyfriend and his band is playing right now. So if you hear some background music, that's definitely what it is. So introverted thinking, how it kind of plays out is you're really good at figuring out and creating systems. They might not always be the best systems, but they're normally the best course of action with that extroverted sensing. And then your extroverted feeling is your third function. And now, it's not something you pay a whole lot of attention to, but you really know how to use it. And this is what makes you really good entrepreneurs or salespeople, because you know how to talk to people. You know how to make other people feel good. You know how to make them feel like they've earned a compliment. Like, again, with my ESTP, any ESTP I know, they're not really quick to give compliments. If they give you a compliment, you've earned that. Like, you've legit earned that if they give you a compliment. And they are very good at sensing, well, not very good, but they are good at sensing the tension or the calmness or the excitement or the emotion of the room, and also kind of garnering some kind of reaction from people, whether it's excitement or whether it's fear or whatever it is that you want to incite. You're actually relatively good at it, better than a lot of people. And with your extroverted sensing, the two of them going together, you're really good at convincing a crowd, getting a crowd hyped, getting people excited for things, and that's a really great skill. Finally, you have that introverted intuition. And what that does is it allows you to see the big picture and see how things are gonna play out, so you can pick a really good choice of action. You really are pretty good at narrowing down your options and finding out how things are gonna go. Now, you're not always thinking in that realm. You're not always thinking about how things are gonna end up, so you do act impulsively. However, when you're putting your mind to it and you're thinking about how things are gonna go, and the fact that you can react in the spot, you're really good at actually choosing good moves to take. I wouldn't say you'd be the necessarily best chess player, but you might be one of the best soccer players. You see the difference? Like, one takes immediate reaction, one takes long, really thought out action. Now, if you're playing speed chess, you might be pretty darn good at it. But that's all I really had to say about the ESTP. You guys are great. You should really embrace it and own it and be excited to call yourself an ESTP. You are some of the smartest people I know, the best at reacting to things, just all over really well-rounded people, and you guys should be proud to be ESTPs. And for those of you who are not ESTPs, I hope that you were able to learn something about the ESTP type in this video. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys around next time. Bye!